Hello, my dear students. Welcome to our Study Learners Institution. I am Mayank Prajapati, the teacher of Biology in Study Learners Institution. इस चैनल को लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना ना भूलें. In this video, we will understand part 2 of life process chapter. We have completed the topic nutrition in the last video, that is part 1. Respiration, you know that whatever we intake during nutrition, that is stored in our cells, and the stored food is oxidized in the presence of oxygen to produce energy. But how this oxygen reaches to the cells? That is the complete mechanism takes place by breathing and respiratory part. So today we are going to start this part and how respiration takes place in living organism. First of all, respiration is the process by which food is burned in the cells of body with the help of oxygen to release energy. It takes place in the mitochondria of the cells. You know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cells. The energy released during respiration is used to make ATP molecules, adenosine triphosphate. From ADP molecules, adenosine diphosphate and inorganic phosphate. ADP plus phosphate is equals to energy ATP from respiration. Energy is stored in the cells in the form of ATP molecules. When the cells need energy, ATP is broken down in the presence of water to form ADP and energy is released. Adenosine triphosphate is equals to water, adenosine diphosphate plus energy. First we talk about respiration. It is a biochemical process and takes place inside the cell. It involves a series of reactions, all of them catalyzed by specific enzyme. Respiration occurs in two phases: breathing or external respiration, internal or tissue respiration. Now we talk about types of respiration. There are two main types of respiration. They are aerobic and anaerobic respiration. First, aerobic, we talk about aerobic respiration. What is aerobic respiration? As aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen, it produces more energy. The end products are carbon dioxide, water and energy. It takes place in most organisms. In aerobic respiration, glucose is converted into pyruvate in the cytoplasm in the presence of oxygen, and then in the presence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy in the mitochondria. Means that it releases more energy. Aerobic respiration, it releases more energy, and glucose is completely broken down to CO2 and H2O, and it occurs in most organisms. Now we talk about anaerobic respiration. What is anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration is that takes place in the absence of oxygen. It produces less energy. The end products are lactic acid or ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. It takes place in muscle cells and yeast. In anaerobic respiration, in muscle cells, glucose is converted into pyruvate, and in the absence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into lactic acid and energy. Now we talk, it releases lesser energy. Means that anaerobic respiration anaerobic respiration occurs in the absence of H2 in the cytoplasm. It takes place in certain bacteria, yeast and certain tissues of higher organisms. In humans, during vigorous muscular exercise, when the demand of O2 is more than the supply, muscle cells start respiring anaerobically temporarily. In aerobic respiration in yeast, glucose is converted into pyruvate, and in the absence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. This process is called fermentation. Now we talk about breakdown of glucose by various pathways. Glucose, this is the flow chart of breakdown of glucose by various pathways. Now we talk about respiration in human beings. The main organisms of the respiratory system are nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and bronchioles, lungs and diaphragm. Now we talk about first nasal cavity. What is nasal cavity? Air comes into the nasal cavity through a pair of external nostrils. It is lined by a special epithelium by which air is filtered. Moistened by mucus. Moistened means by mucus and warmed by capillary network before it enters the trachea. The dust particles are trapped by the mucus. Now we talk about glottis. What is glottis? We are not understand epiglottis. We understand now glottis. What is glottis? A narrow slit like opening through which air enters into the trachea. Now we talk about third is epiglottis. The epiglottis guards the glottis during swallowing of food and does not allow any food particle to get into the trachea. Now we talk about trachea. What is trachea? It connects pharynx to the lungs, has C-shaped ring of cartilage that prevent collapse of trachea. When there is not much air in it, it divides a number of times to form a network of bronchioles. Now we talk about bronchi. What is bronchi? The windpipe extend further and divide into primary bronchi. Singular bronchus means. Now we talk about bronchioles. What is bronchioles? Within the lungs, each bronchus divide a number of times to form a network of bronchioles. Now we talk about alveolar sac. What is alveolar sac? Now we talk about alveolar sac. Alveolar sac is that each bronchiole terminates into a sac called alveolar sac or alveolus. Each alveolar sac is extremely thin walled and looks like a bunch of cracks. It is surrounded by a network of blood capillaries. Exchange of gases takes place in the alveoli. Now we talk about lungs. A pair of lungs are present in the thoracic cavity. Lungs are spongy, elastic bags consisting of bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli. Now we talk about exchange of gases at tissue level. As a result of respiration in the tissues, O2 gets in and CO2 is released, so the tissues have more O2 and less CO2. Due to a difference in concentration, the gases get exchanged. Tissue take in O2 from blood and give out CO2. Now we talk about deep in respiration. Air enters through the nostrils, the hair and mucus traps the dust particles. It then passes through the pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and enters the lungs. The trachea has rings of cartilage which prevents it from collapsing when there is no air in the trachea. The bronchi divides into smaller tubes called bronchioles, which ends in tiny air sacs called alveoli. The alveoli is supplied with the blood vessels through which exchange of gases takes place. The alveoli helps to increase the surface area for the exchange of gases. Now we talk about mechanism of breathing. When we breathe in air, The muscles of diaphragm contracts and moves downward, and the chest cavity expands and airs into the lungs. When we breathe out air, the muscles of the diaphragm relaxes and moves upward, and the chest cavity contracts and air goes out of the lungs. The respiration part is completed till here. If you have any queries related to video, ask the query in comment box. Thank you.